I'm going to show you how to schedule posts on LinkedIn and some of the unique things I do to really make that post get the most impressions. If you're like me, when I first started, all my initial posts weren't getting any views, any traction. So I slowly started to change a couple things. I'm going to show you what worked throughout this video. But of course, what you came here for is how to schedule a post. So we all know how to create a post. So when you're in the little posting interface, you go through, type what you want to add. This is the same place where you schedule your post. Now here, I have this one saying that last year my business made $5 grand. And now that I'm doing YouTube full time, the business is on track to do 125. And that's essentially like a clickbait-like title to make people click it, select the more button, and then read more about your post, which helps in the engagement. Now, you can schedule both text and photos, carousels and videos. I'm going to show you all 4 of those. While I do that, if you can go ahead and smash that like button, it will really enable me to make more videos like this one in the future, and I promise you're going to find value out of this one. So now that the photo is uploaded, at the bottom, of course, we want to go through and schedule that post. So to do that, go ahead and select this little clock button. Now here you can select the date and time. So of course, we'll go ahead and update the date here. One thing that I don't like about the time is that you can only schedule in increments of 5. So 12, 12:05, 12:10. And those posts to me just look really automated. So I'm going to show you a little workaround that I do to really make those posts stand out and how to get around that part. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and press next and schedule this post. And while this loads, if you'd like to learn how we transformed our business, go ahead and scan this QR code. It's going to take you to Substack to sign up and to follow our account. It's just free articles that I post that are really personal that describe how I transform my business and how I jump from being the corporate guy to the YouTube guy. You can also comment Substack in the description and I'll automatically get you all set up. And then what's really cool is a lot of people miss this. You have the option to go ahead and post this now. You can modify the date that you want it to come out. You can change the post or you can delete the post. Now it's important to me that you know what this looks like when it's actually posted on LinkedIn. So I'm going to select post now so you can go ahead and see it. And while that happens, I'm actually going to show you the way I personally schedule all of my LinkedIn content. So my LinkedIn content I schedule through Virally. So Virally is a post scheduler. It's not a sponsor for this video. They have sponsored videos in the past. I use Virally to schedule my LinkedIn posts, which is why I'm showing you it here. But you can go ahead and see, like, I schedule all my content through this platform. But what's really cool about this is it allows you to work around a couple of the different, I would say, limiting factors to posting on the native app. And it's a free tool. I personally have been using the free version the entire time I've had it. A couple things that you can do is, let's imagine we wanted to schedule that same post for the end of the month. Here, we can go ahead and schedule a post for the last day of the month. Now, of course, at the top, you can schedule across all these different platforms, but we're going to select LinkedIn because that's what I promised you in this video. Now, same thing, we're going to paste in our giant description of how we transformed our business. Then here, you can go ahead and see a preview on the right side, which is really nice, but that's just cosmetic. What I want to do is go ahead and add the same photo that we added from the last one about how 1 in 3 kids want to be YouTubers. Great. So now all this is added, and you can see this on the preview on the right side. Now, here's some of the things I wanted to show you that really, truly allow your LinkedIn to stand out. My LinkedIn, I only started growing over the last 2 months. I'll add a little screenshot down here of actually how we've grown it. And like, it's not a giant LinkedIn, but I'm slowly doing the things to make it a giant LinkedIn. And I want to help you be able to do those too. So one of the things you always want to do is see this little quote button down here. That is a first comment. So LinkedIn isn't great with first comments. A lot of first comments are used on other platforms like Instagram and TikTok. But if you're not familiar, what a first comment is when your post is published, it'll automatically have this comment in it. And what you're trying to do there is to get more people to go to the comments and interact. So some people might put a question in the comments. Like, I'll put a question in this one saying, are you getting value out of this video? And then I'll go ahead and add this to the bottom. If you scroll down, you'll see it right there. And if you go ahead and comment this and comment it, say yes, say absolutely, tell me it sucks, whatever you want. That encourages more people to go there and interact. And that'll show the algorithm that more people are engaging with your content. On LinkedIn, the way you can use it is the same way. You can go ahead and say, like, let me know your thoughts below. Or do you think this is the right way to run your business, and get people to comment there? Or what you can do in LinkedIn is you can also go through and add a link. So a lot of people make the mistake of like posting a link in their primary post, like, go check out this article or go check out this podcast. Here's my YouTube video. LinkedIn's going to identify that you're just trying to get people from their platform, almost off their platform, because you're having them go to another website, and it'll be less likely to promote your post. So what I like to do is anytime I have a link like that, I actually go ahead and add it in the first comment. So then I can say, like, learn more about this in the comments. People scroll down, they click the link, and then they navigate to that platform. So I went ahead and added my YouTube handle, and now when someone clicks that, they'll be able to grow their social media by going to my channel. Now, the second thing that you want to do that you're probably already familiar with is your hashtag. So we got to teach the algorithm what you're interested in, so it'll show other people who are interested in those same things your stuff. So we have our hashtags. What I recommend doing, and this is what I do, I always use 5 hashtags. And I use the same 3 starting hashtags every single time to kind of reinforce the algorithm to say Joe Zeppelin. So I use Joe Zeppelin, social media management. And I think the last one here is social media tips. The algorithm is going to learn that I post about these three things, and then I change the other two. Now, if you want to save those hashtags, you can save them in Virally. Virally has a hashtag library here. Every time you select those, it automatically goes and gets added to your post. The other thing that you want to do is make your first comment attractive. The way you do that is emojis. Now, people make the mistake of putting emojis in their posts. You don't really want to put emojis in your posts outside of Facebook. Facebook is the one where it kind of is recommended because it's more like family and friends and stuff. LinkedIn, a more professional platform, I like to use emojis in the first comment. So if you go ahead and let's say we copied this emojis here, we dropped it in our first comment. Now it's more likely to get people's eyeballs when they scroll down, they see the first comment, they say, what's Joe up to? Here's his hobby, here's his channel, and they click it. And that is way more likely that they navigate to that other thing and interact with your post than if you never had a first comment in the first place, didn't have a link, and didn't have an emoji. So those are all things that we can do. Then of course, all you have to do is scroll down and schedule this. But personally, we're already putting this on LinkedIn. I'm just going to show you how easy it is. If you just went up here and selected Facebook, this post would also go out on Facebook. Instagram will go out on Instagram. YouTube, you can go ahead and do the same thing here. Now, of course, we're going to toggle those off, but the reason to use a post scheduler is you only have to schedule one time and it goes to all these other places that aren't always available in the native app. Like something I always like to do is select the AI generator, and the AI generator allows you to change your captions. So you can go ahead and say like, what type of tone do you want this in? I want it in excited. I want it shortened. It'll automatically go and create a shortened post that you can use. Now, let's imagine you're posting on something that has a very low character limit, like let's say Twitter, for instance. You can go ahead and ask it to make you one for Twitter and kind of repurpose your LinkedIn post to also post on Twitter. And now it's a concise version in those character limits. I've done that in the past, but still you want to rework those a little bit to make sure it's 100% like your work and your craft. And then of course, the one thing I promised you at the beginning of the video is how can you set this unique time? So I have a post that comes out every Monday around lunchtime, but if I have them come out at 12, 12:05, 11:55, they look really automated. So what you can go ahead and do is go ahead and select the date here, but then here you can go ahead and choose an exact time on the scheduler. And this is not something that you're able to do, at least that I know, in the native app, which really doesn't make your stuff look like it's scheduled, even though it is scheduled. So a little nice workaround. And then of course, the last thing that you want to do is schedule this. So you can go ahead and press schedule post. You can save it as a draft so that you have all these listed and you kind of just drop them in when you want, or you can go ahead and press publish now. So for us, let's go ahead and schedule the post. And then you can see now it's added here for the last Monday of the month. So we have posts for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, something that is important to me is same thing. We want to force this one through so you can see what it actually looks like. So we're just going to go ahead and select it and select publish now. What's really cool that I use this tool for a lot is if I want to see how posts are performing on LinkedIn, normally you have to go to your profile, then you have to scroll down to like your interactions, then you have to go to posts, and then you have to find the post. So it's kind of a pain to go find your previous work. So what I like to do is go ahead and use the view post from Virally. And what that allows you to do is to navigate right to that post. So then you can go ahead and see that the post was added here. It pulled through the image, which looks really good. Most importantly, we have the first comment and the emoji. Next, if you're still using a boring LinkedIn banner, go ahead and check this one. We built in just 6 minutes. If you're looking for the best how to grow your LinkedIn tips, go ahead and watch this video where we deep dive every optimization thing we do for the LinkedIn profile itself. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It really enables me to make more videos like this one. And go watch those two, grow your LinkedIn, and I'll see you in the next one. Talk to you soon.